Okay, we've got a few more solutions that come in your package for cleaning upholstery and also for dealing with odor and urine. The first one we want to talk about is your Fab Pro. Now, your BioClean C is the highest alkaline cleaner. Then it goes down to your BioClean R. The next lowest is your Fab Pro for cleaning fabric and upholstery. Now, there's a couple of ways that you can apply this. The first, we showed you here at TMT when you were in training. If you got a severely stained piece of upholstery like we had here with all the chocolate and the ketchup and all that stuff, you can mix it like Roger did it, about a 4-to-1 dilution ratio, and pre-spray it just like you would a carpet or even tile. But if you read the back of the instructions here, the Fab Pro talks about being injected in. So for you guys, especially with truck mounts, you can mix, according to the directions, 3 ounces of Fab Pro into each gallon of warm water, or dilute 2 quarts of Fab Pro per 5 gallons if you're using the 5-gallon metering system. So what that does, just like with what we talked about with the BioClean, you're able to hot water inject the emulsifier as you're rinsing it. Okay, so what that allows you to do, especially with the higher end upholstery cleaning tool, is to inject much less water into the fabric. So think about it, you've got a thin fabric and you've got the padding behind it. If you pre-spray a lot of solution down, it's going to saturate and then start to saturate into the backing of the pad, whatever the foam is that's inside that piece of upholstery. So we don't want to take the soils and start to inject them deeper into that piece of upholstery or into the backing, but we want to extract. So if we are using an upholstery tool or even the higher end dry ease upholstery tool, and you're injecting in with a truck mount, you can basically come across and clean all in one step as you're rinsing. So much less water on there, much faster dry time, and you're not injecting those or having the padding behind it start to soak those soils deeper in, which in some cases could cause more odor depending on what the soil is. So that's your Fab Pro. 2 ways to put it in. Either pre-spray it down if it's very bad, or you can use your truck mount to administer that during the rinse. Now for your portable guys, you can do the same thing, and that was the beginning of the instructions here. 3 ounces per gallon of warm water. So you can mix that up, 5 gallons worth, put that right into your freshwater tank, and go ahead and inject that in and rinse all in one step as well. You just always want to remember, when you're putting any solutions, any emulsifiers in your freshwater tank, you need to rinse that out with plenty of clean water at the end of that job so that you're not administering that unnecessarily on the next job. Now, in addition to the Fab Pro, the next one is your upholstery shampoo. Now, your upholstery shampoo, if you remember, we would whip it up into a foam using the brush that came with your package. And again, the whole theory behind that is for much more delicate types of surfaces, natural fibers and whatnot. You would want a more neutral and sensitive type of cleaner, and that's what this is. Generally, we want you to stay away in the beginning from any natural fibers, your wool, silk, cotton, any of that stuff, until you gain a little more experience when working with those fine fabrics. But anything like that, we want to use a more neutral type cleaner to protect it because they're much more delicate. So with the upholstery shampoo, you want to whip that into a foam, apply the foam and let it dwell a little bit and go ahead and extract. And that again allows us to not inject a lot of water into that piece of upholstery or fabric so that we don't have overwetting, which comes with its own set of complications.